Hey guys, the next book for this week is called Here Come the Girl Scouts by Shanna Corey, and it's illustrated by Hadley Hooper. And this book is about Juliet Gordon Law. Her nickname was Daisy, Juliet Gordon Lowe, and she started the Girl Scouts organization in the United States. So, these words on this tree say gumption, courage, spunk, initiative, and wit. To make yourself strong and healthy, it's necessary to begin with your inside. It says Daisy was a girl with gumption. It means like she would take charge of stuff. It is possible for any girl to make herself into a strong and healthy woman if she takes the trouble to do a few body exercises every day. Daisy grew up in Savannah, Georgia, at a time when proper young ladies were supposed to be dainty and delicate. Just like in the Amelia Bloomer book, right? She has bloomers on in that picture. But Daisy came from a family of pathfinders and pioneers. She wanted adventure and excitement. It says, fresh air is your great friend. Delicate, thought Daisy? Bosh, how boring. When Daisy grew up, she went traveling, ready for adventure. But on a visit home, she got an ear infection and lost almost all of her hearing. Daisy didn't let an obstacle stop her from seeing the world, though. Her mother worried, so Daisy wrote and reassured her. It says, progress. Daisy's hearing, February 1st, heard a foghorn. March 1st, hearing improved, heard a camel when it rose. April 1st, hearing decidedly improved, heard grass growing. Can you hear grass growing? No. Daisy had adventure after adventure. When she wanted a new gate for her house, she took lessons from a blacksmith and forged it herself. Every time you show your courage, it grows. And that means like every time you do something brave, you get braver and braver. She rode elephants in India, visited the Great Pyramid in Egypt, went fishing during fancy dinner parties, and even flew in a monoplane. A delicious experience, she said. After many years, though, Daisy grew restless. Her family had settled towns and served in wars, written books, and built railroads. Daisy wanted more than adventure. She wanted to be useful, to make a difference in the world. But what could she do? Then one day, Daisy discovered a group in England called the Boy Scouts. It had begun as a way for boys to help serve their country, and the Boy Scouts spent lots of time outdoors running and camping and swimming and fishing. There was even a sister group called the Girl Guides. The more Daisy learned, the more excited she grew. Why, the girls in America should have something like this, Daisy thought. It says many of the greatest movements for the good of the people and those which have influenced the world the most have begun with the work of one person. Right? We talk about that a lot in Bamford, how just one person can make a huge difference. The work of today is the history of tomorrow, and we are its makers. Daisy couldn't wait to get started. She packed a Girl Guide handbook and took a steamer back home. Steamer's a train. When she arrived, she telephoned her cousin Nina. Come right over, she said. I've got something for the girls of Savannah and all America and all the world, and we're going to start it tonight. On March 12, 1912, Daisy began her biggest adventure yet. She invited 18 girls to the first Girl Scout meeting. She told them about all the adventures they would have. They'd hike and camp and swim. They'd do good deeds. They'd learn to tie knots and survive in the wilderness and even save lives. The girls thought Daisy's idea was brilliant. Daisy divided them into 2 troops. Then she taught them the 10 Girl Scout laws. This is getting right down and smelling the fresh soil is good for anyone. And a Girl Scout is honorable, loyal, useful, a friend to all, courteous, pure, kind to animals, obedient, cheerful, and thrifty. From then on, Daisy devoted all her energy to the Girl Scouts. She designed uniforms for them to wear. She gave them her carriage house to meet in. She turned a vacant lot across the street from her house into a basketball court. Awesome. She even gave the Girl Scouts a boat so they could take trips up and down the river. Whatever you might take up, do it with all your might. Whatever you decide to do, do it with everything you got. Daisy wanted the Girl Scouts to be open to lots of different girls, so she organized troops in private schools and in orphanages, in churches and in synagogues, in factories and in shops. Of course, some people didn't approve of Daisy's new adventure. Here come the Girl Scouts, they grumbled. Unthinkable, preposterous, but nothing would stop Daisy. Girl Scout is a friend to all and a sister to every other Girl Scout, no matter what social class she may belong. Daisy and her friend Professor Walter Hoxie worked together to write a handbook for the Girl Scouts. The girls read the book and learned all sorts of interesting things, such as how to find the time by the stars or the sun, how to cure hams, how to secure a burglar with 8 inches of cord, how to brush your teeth if a crocodile takes your toothbrush, how to stop a runaway horse, how to get the skin off a sardine. Ew. The Girl Scouts worked on earning badges: dairy maid, naturalist, horsemanship, pioneer, swimmer. You will not have any luck unless you try hard. Interpreter, cyclist, flyer. To get the full benefit of actual contact with nature, it is absolutely necessary to camp out, where every breath of heaven can reach you and all wild things are within easy reach. The Girl Scouts went camping. They even took an oyster boat to an island near Savannah. They sang songs around the campfire. They feasted on fish and cornbread and turtle eggs. At night, they tiptoed out of their tents and slept under the stars. In this United States of ours, we have cut down too many trees, so let us plant trees. Most of all, the Girl Scouts went on walks. They savored the green. They soaked up the sunshine. They breathed the good, fresh air. All over Savannah, people saw the Girl Scouts swimming and singing, hiking and camping and playing basketball. Some of them just sniffed and shook their heads. Nature, fresh air, blech, said one dainty damsel. In my day, young ladies knew their place, grouched a grandma. All that exercise can't be good for them, worried the neighbors. Other people saw them, though, and cheered. Here come the Girl Scouts! They hugged their daughters and smiled and said, it's about time. When mean girls want you to join in some low fun when you think it is not right, be brave and have the courage to say it isn't right. You will feel twice as happy afterwards. Say something, right? If something not right is going on or people are doing things that are bad, say something. Daisy traveled all over giving speeches and raising money for the Girl Scouts. Many people who heard her started their own troops. Soon there were Girl Scouts across the country. The world looks to great organizations like the Girl Scouts to break down petty barriers of race and class. Awesome. But Daisy never forgot the Girl Scouts of Savannah. Whenever she wasn't traveling, she visited them and told them about her adventures. She shared stories of female doctors and scientists, architects and airplane pilots, and she read to them from the Girl Scout handbook. One of you may someday alter the lives of hundreds of thousands of people. Daisy believed that girls could do anything. It says, to get on in the world, to give anything and get anything out of it, each girl has to do her part. Right? Everybody has to do their part. Every little girl goes to make up some part or parcel of our great whole nation. And she was right. Girl Scouts have been making a difference ever since, just like Daisy. Here's a bunch of people that were Girl Scouts. Rebecca Lobo, an athlete. Natalie Merchant, a musician. Lisa Ling, journalist. Lucille Ball, an actor. Gloria Steinem, activist. Hillary Clinton, politician. Rita Dove, a poet. And you. The end. This is a painting of Daisy when she was younger. And let's see. This is Daisy in the center of all of those kids. And it says this is her Savannah Girl Scouts enjoying the outdoors in 1913. So that's a real picture of the girls when they were outside learning the laws of the Girl Scouts. The end. That is a great book about another woman who helped shape the world and fight for the women's rights and rights of girls too, to be able to do whatever they wanted. All right, guys, see you soon.